Welcome back, trainers. The Master League is finally over. We're back in the Open Great League, and I have a really great team for you guys. We have Lanturn, Shadow Charizard, Shadow Machamp. I tested a couple other teams, but this one has been the most consistent and it's done really well for me. We're going to go ahead and do a Surf right here against this Sand Slash. It is Shadow, so this is going to do a lot more damage. And one more would definitely knock it out. I know this is going to be a Bulldoze, so I'm going to go ahead and shield this. They typically run Ice Punch and Bulldoze, so I'm going to go ahead and just throw immediately right here. Let's see if they decide to shield. And they don't decide to shield, surprisingly, so I'm going to go ahead and swap out. And I saw it to Shadow Machamp, and I go ahead and I sniped them, but then they get me back. It's all good. I'm going to bring in the Shadow Charizard. They're going to bring in a Lanturn, so this is a little bit scary. And honestly, I don't remember if I win this matchup. And guys, just as a quick reminder, if you guys like the video, please leave a like and also consider subscribing. I really feel like this team is really strong, so I'm going to go ahead and use it for this Go Battle weekend. I'll keep you guys updated. And one last reminder as well, if you guys want to submit your battles and so I can feature your battles on my channel, the link's going to be down in the description. And this is insane. Shadow Charizard is extremely strong, and because of Wing Attack, it gets to move super fast. So we get to the Wing Attack there, and we almost take it out. We CMP there, which is really good for us. So now we can just go ahead and farm down the Lanturn, but they don't want to get farmed down. I know a Surf's going to be able to take out this Gramble from this range, so I'm going to go ahead and throw it. And then from here, we can just go ahead and just farm down our opponent's Lanturn. That's a good game. On to the next match. It's Lanturn against Swampert, and this is a pretty good lead. Or it could be even actually, because they can bait Earthquake, they can bait the Hydro Cannon and actually do an Earthquake. So they swap out to a Sableye, and I'm just going to go ahead and do Surf because Surf does a pretty good amount of damage. One more would be able to take out the Sableye. I believe I'm going to shield this thinking it might be a return. Okay, never mind. So I'll let it go through. Maybe I was thinking about a different match. And I decided to upload a lot of battles showcasing this team. That way, if you guys want to watch the video, watch the battles, you guys can go ahead and learn how the team works. And we're going to go ahead and we managed to farm down. And now we have so much energy. I'm going to go ahead and do Dragon Claw. I was thinking maybe they're going to shield, knowing I'm going to do a Blast Burn. But no, they don't shield that. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw the Dragon Claws back to back. And this actually forces a shield right here. And this is fine. I'm going to go ahead and almost get to another Dragon Claw. I believe I'm going to... I think I shield... Yeah, I shield here. I shield here just because I want to threaten shields. Or never mind, they don't have any more shields, just I want to be able to take out the Swampert. They bring in a Skarmory, and this is perfect for us because we're going to be able to get to a Thunderbolt before it gets to a move. And this should be enough to be able to take out the Skarmory. And our opponent's now going to bring back a Swampert. And we're almost close to getting to a move. I wonder if we would have gone to it. Our opponent decides to throw energy. I'm going to bring back the Charizard just so they can throw away their energy, because I know they're going to reach a move. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring in Shadow Machamp, which is going to be able to clean up this match. It's going to go ahead and take it out before we get to a new move. Boom. That's a good game. On to the next one. And this one, I'm pretty sure I lost this one. I made a very questionable move. I mean, it was late. I think it says like, well, I don't know if it was 2 a.m. that I was playing, but right here, I just swapped so... I mean, I could have stayed, to be honest, because then I could have just aligned the Machamp onto the Bastiodon. So this is really bad. And then we CMP. We CMP right here, and I'm forced to shield because I just don't want to let it go. I want to be able to win switch advantage, and I don't even decide to charge up the move here. And I think this allows me to get one more Wing Attack, but it's too late. We're down 2 shields. There's no way we can come back from this. They're going to go ahead and bring out their Bastiodon, and this next move that fast move should, I think it's going to take out the Charizard. And it does take it out. And now I'm going to bring the Lanturn, immediately throw the Surf. And I want them to switch because I want to know what else they have. But they're just going to stay here. They're going to stay here because they have 2 shields. It doesn't make sense for them to switch. So they're going to go ahead and do Stone Edge. And now I'm going to go ahead and do Surf. But they catch it onto, I think this is an Azumarill. So this was definitely going to be... Man, see, if I had played correctly, I'm thinking maybe I could have... The Azumarill would have been a bit hard but it just, I feel like I still might have had a chance though. Still might have had a chance. At this point, they're just gonna go ahead and take me out. They're gonna do an ice beam here, and then they're gonna go ahead and just, I think I just still play. I still play, but I'm gonna go ahead and do rock slide because you never know what's gonna happen. You never know what might happen. And it's so close, very close. I look at that. I so close to taking the match right there. If I could have gotten to a cross chop right there, that would have changed things dramatically around for me. But in goes Lanturn. They switch into Bastion, and that's a good game. Really well played for my opponent. On to this next match. This is a really great lead, and this is why Lanturn is so good as a lead right now in the meta. They bring in their own Lanturn, and I'm gonna go ahead and stick around just to do it. I'm gonna do the Thunderbolt right here, and I'm gonna wait for them to throw energy before I swap out. So now they get to their own Thunderbolt. From here, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my Shadow Machamp. They'll probably, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get to move before I can, so I'm gonna shield this first one, and then I'm gonna go ahead and farm a bit of energy here. And from this point, I think we might have won CMP there. From this point, this is gonna be able to take them out if they don't shield, and they don't shield, and this is perfect. They're now gonna go ahead and bring in back the Talonflame. Now, I am going to be threatening them because I get to a Rock Slide, and they do shield right here. And now I'm just going to go ahead and use my I'm going to go ahead and I get to a Rock Slide. They don't throw a move. They were thinking they were going to be able to farm me down. Huge mistake on that part. Now in comes a Venusaur, and I'm going to show them that I have a Shadow Charizard. And right here, it wraps it up completely. They don't want to deal with the Charizard. On to the next match. Lanturn against Medicham. This is actually a really good lead. Lanturn wins this, especially if it's Ice Punch Psychic. Now, honestly, against the Power Punch, I think it gets much closer, but I still think Lanturn takes it. So you want to do one Thunderbolt, and then a Surf will be able to get it to like 1 HP, and then you just go ahead and use the fast move. So right here, we're going to get to Surf. We're not going to go ahead and overfarm or anything like that. Or farm over, do the Surf, one more fast move, and they won't get too much. We win switch, and they will get a bit of farm there. I think they got like 3 in there, 3 fast moves. So we're gonna bring in the Shadow Machamp, which honestly I feel like it's really great going against Lanturn. We're gonna have to invest both shields in this matchup because our Charizard does not want to face this Lanturn. I know from this range it would take it out, so I'm hoping that they don't shield, but they do shield. I think they know they're gonna know for sure that I'm weak in the back as soon as I shield right here. I go ahead and shield that, and they decide to bring in a Noctowl, and I didn't throw it. They were probably trying to catch a move, but I was patient, and boom, get to Rock Slide, and right here, I'm gonna go ahead and this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt like crazy, but we managed to survive, and I'm gonna be able to do a Dragon Claw from here. I think I might, actually, wow, I think do I lose this? Or no, it comes very, very, very close. I'm pretty sure they were like right at the move, but we managed to farm down. Very, very close matchup there. So that's a 4 out of 5 set right there. And we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next set of matches, guys. So if you've stuck around to this point, I do thank you guys. Stick around for more battles. We got Lanturn against Altaria. This is just a really good league, guys. I'm telling you, Lanturn right now is just killing it. We're going to do a Thunderbolt. Going to go straight for the Thunderbolt. And I think they managed to shield. They shield that one. And if they shield again, which I think they will, I'm just going to go ahead and swap out to my Charizard. Normally for this team, the safe swap will be Machamp. But in certain scenarios, like this one, if they double shield, I'm going to go ahead and swap out to the Shadow Charizard. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do right now. And we beat them to a move, but I think they're very close to a Sky Attack actually, and I thought this was going to take them out, but it doesn't. It leaves them to 1 HP. That's fine. They bring in a Azumarill, and I'm just going to go ahead and do a Blast Burn from here because the Dragon Claw is not going to do anything. It's just going to tickle it. So we're going to do the Blast Burn, and it does a decent amount of damage only because I'm Shadow, and we managed to at least get to one more move, and it's just going to do a little bit of damage here. Boom, but any chip damage will help. I'm gonna bring in, I think I bring in the Shadow Machamp just because I wanted to throw energy. I'm still gonna shield though, But I'm now gonna bring back the Lanturn, so it does look like very like a questionable play, but they're gonna be able to take us out here. They're gonna take us out here, and then they try to bring in. I think they had a move bank, but it was just too late. And right here, because we were able to get to one more move, I'm gonna be able to do. I counted up to like 7 because a rock slide isn't gonna do anything to us, and I'm just gonna be able to get to a cross trap right here, and this is enough to be able to take out the Azumarill right here. So I was very happy how I played that match. Moving on to the next one, we got Lanturn against Lanturn. So right here, what I do for the mirror match, I just go ahead and I get straight to Thunderbolt, and I just throw right away. Looks like they ended up going a little past it. So I don't know who wins CMP at this point. But what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm actually just going to go ahead and, on the next one, I bait. I'm just gonna go ahead and do serve. So I work up all the way to Thunderbolt, and it looks like I actually win CMP. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my serve right here, and now our Lanturn has done its job. I know I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a Thunderbolt, so I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go, and then from this point, I'm just gonna get a ton of farm with the Machamp. They are gonna be able to get to a move. That's fine. We're now going to. I'm gonna use my shield, so we're 1-1 in shields. And now they're going to bring in an A9, and I didn't want to stick around for that long, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the Rock Slide, obviously, because it's going to just take out completely. We got the last shield, and that's all I really wanted to do. Now they're bringing a Marowak, and at first I couldn't tell, but it is a Shadow Marowak. It's just because of our own flames that I couldn't tell, but now I was able to see, and we CMP. We CMP, this is perfect. This is perfect right here. They couldn't even throw a move. And now they know it's over. They're shieldless. I'm gonna get to Blast Burn before they can get to move, but I have a shield. Now this is a really bad matchup, so I'm not gonna put in my hard counter, and that's actually something that I learned over the weekend. So I'm just gonna bring the Shadow Machamp. They bring in a Sableye. Look, it seems like that's their safe swap, and I need to do my best to win. To win switch right here, but I know I'm not going to, but I will be able to get to another one. And I get to Rock Slide here, and it looks like they're trying hard also to win switch, because this would definitely take out from this range as a Shadow. So they're able to take me out, farm me down there, and now I'm gonna get some farm on the Lanturn. I'm gonna let them. I wanted to soak the energy, that's why I wanted to bring in the Lanturn and get some energy. Now I'm gonna bring in the Charizard, but I know their switch clock had run out, so I wonder if they just want to throw to get shields, but I'm able to farm so much. And now they're taking a while, so I'm thinking, wow, are they going to give up here? Or turns out they have a G-Fisk in the back. And then they try to catch with a Venusaur. I probably could have farmed one more. So this is going to be really close right here. We do Blast Burn, we nuke the Venusaur, and we CMP right here. This was key. This was key to win. I need to get those Blast Burn off, so I definitely know they're angry about that. Man, it ended up being very close there. Played very well. Now another great lead. I'm telling you, you get so many leads. Win a pretty good amount of leads with Lanturn. So we're gonna go ahead and just Thunderbolt right away, and they end up shielding. I'm gonna go ahead and eat the first move. And they end up switching. So honestly, I probably could have just switched right away, but I'm just gonna go ahead and throw the Thunderbolt here, weaken it, and now I'm gonna bring in my Charizard. But I know they're gonna be able to get to another move, so it is a bit unfortunate because now I'm just gonna use a shield because, like the Sludge Bomb, I barely used it. I was contemplating it, and now they're gonna bring in, and I'm gonna let it go. It turns out to be an Ice Beam, so I'm still alive, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my Blast Burn before I go down. And I don't know if they shield. They actually shield that. I'm very surprised they ended up shielding that. I guess they don't want to take too many damage. And from right here, I actually let this go. Because I know the player wouldn't take me out. And I'm gonna go ahead and I farm a little bit over, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do now Thunderbolt onto this Azumarill. And that takes it out, and now they bring it. I know right away once I saw the little like kind of dirt go up there, I knew this was a G-Fist. So many people right now are running G-Fist, so that's why Machamp is such a good option right now. Boom. And I'm running a Shadow Machamp just for that additional damage. I think we have like one more matchup, and this was almost going to be a 4 and 5 set. I'm like, there's no way I can lose this. Also, like, big props to my opponent for having a shiny Pelipper, but this is where it gets bad. Now, looking back at it, okay, so they switch onto the Sableye. I know there's a ton of, they got a lot of energy on the Pelipper too. See, the way I could have won this match, because it gets really bad, I ended up swapping out. Like, this made no sense because they already had a bunch of energy. And yeah, now I'm forced to shield. So honestly, when they had swapped, I had a ton of energy on the Lanturn. So what I should have done is not Thunderbolt after replaying it, because one Surf does already like half, like the Sableye is up like half health at that point. So I should have thrown a Surf. That would have gotten the shield, and then I still would have had a ton of energy. So I would have been able to win a switch. They would have had to invest 2 shields, and even then, I still would have won. And then everything would have just been aligned a lot better for me. So just very poorly played on my part. Our opponent did also play very smartly, so kudos to them. Definitely a hard loss, so you're going to be able to see it. It does get a bit close here. I bring in the Shadow Machamp, and they're going to go ahead and throw a Psychic. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw it right away because they have a ton of energy. And I know from this range that if they're going to be able to take me out. So just a very unfortunate loss. If I got to that Surf, I would have taken the game, but that game was beyond winnable. But anyway, guys, if you guys stuck around for this whole part, I'll know for sure. My favorite color is blue, so comment down what my favorite color is if you stuck around for the whole thing. But beyond that, guys, I'm honestly just super grateful for any of you guys who sticks around and just watches any bit. Like, if you watch to a minute, like just the fact that you even watched the video, I'm just really appreciate that, guys. So I hope you guys have the best luck this Go Battle weekend, and thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.